Warning, the following video contains certain expectations that could be considered those of a dumbass. For your protection, do not act like the man in this video and tamper your expectations. If you don't, you too will be a dumbass.
I believe it. I believe it's real. I think the Persona 3 remake is real. And if you guys have been following my channel for a while now, you know that I've been in the camp of like a Persona 3 remake is not happening. And that was for multiple reasons, but today I'm here to actually tell you the opposite, which is why I think the game is a real thing and I think it's happening. Let's get into it, but before we do, a very quick word from our sponsor. Alright, since you guys are watching this video, I already know you're a gamer. A gamer shouldn't have to use boring browsers on their PC. And good news, Opera GX is a fantastic browser made for us, made for gamers. I'm not gonna lie, compared to your boring everyday browser, Opera GX is absolutely great. Opera GX offers you endless customization, but it can be overwhelming at times. With GX mods, you can flip your entire browser 180 with just one click and change pretty much anything you want. Want to hear farts every time you type? We got you. Want to turn your whole browser into an arcade? Easy. Pick one of many mods added to Opera GX or create your own that suits you best. Browser sounds for opening new tabs, shaders that give your screen a cyberpsychosis or a cracked glass look, cool wallpapers, and even the ability to change the background on your Discord in the sidebar. The GX mods section has it all. Now I know what you're gonna say, but David, switching browsers is a hassle. Well, my friends, Opera GX is equipped with a very great import tool that allows you to quickly import all your settings from previous browsers to GX, like browser history, bookmarks, and cookies. In addition, Opera GX is also compatible with every Google Chrome extension. I know you guys are using them because I am, and that is a fantastic feature to have. Another awesome feature is on the left side of my screen here. Log into your Twitch account directly from the sidebar and get notifications when a streamer you follow goes live. Chat and browser simultaneously with social media's channels like Discord, TikTok, and messengers with a bunch more integrated right into the taskbar. This feature allows you to keep all your social media at hand in your browser. Very useful for everyone if you ask me, but as a content creator, that was a very great feature to have. So come on, what are you waiting for? Click the link down in the description below and download Opera GX now. I have seen, of course, the video floating around, a little clip of Yukari, right? I've seen it, I've analyzed it, I've watched it a ton of times, and I have a lot to say about it. We'll get back to the clip near the end of this video. The first part of the video is me going over reasons why I think the Persona 3 remake thing is a real thing. It's a real deal. I think it's in development at ATLUS. There's a ton of reason to believe it is. And yeah, I'll be a dumbass with actual expectations today. That being said, nothing is confirmed. Persona 3 remake is not confirmed as of the time of recording this video. I think it could get announced soon. We don't know. But I'm here to tell you guys why I believe the game is a real thing. Alright, so I did a poll on my YouTube channel, community page here on YouTube, and I asked you guys, is the Persona 3 remake real? And as you can see, the results are very interesting, and today I'm here to tell you guys who voted no. I'm gonna try to inform you all, and then let's see if you still think it's not real. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Is the Persona 3 remake a real thing or not? Enough discussion, let's get right into it. So, of course the clip is a thing, we'll get back to that later. I want to talk about other reasons, and I'm going to start with a very interesting trademark that most of us missed. And that trademark is a trademark that was issued by ATLUS Japan on March 15th of 2023, so just a month ago, and we missed it. I did not cover it or anything. It's a Japanese Twitter user who tweeted about it recently after the clip of the alleged Persona 3 remake came out on Twitter. And what's interesting about this trademark is that it goes like this. P3re.jp is this trademark that was trademarked by ATLUS Japan. Of course, P3re, it's easy to link this to Persona 3 remake, right? Is it a confirmation? No, but I think it's solid evidence towards a Persona 3 remake for sure. Secondly, there's a very reliable news outlet, media outlet for video games called Gematsu. I'm sure a lot of you guys heard of Gematsu before. after the tweet came out of the clip itself that we talked about in the last video here on the channel, they came out and they said, hey, I don't know. The person who wrote the tweet said, I don't know if it's reliable in terms of the clip. I don't know if it's a real clip from the game, if it's a leaked clip from the game or not. But what I can confirm is a Persona 3 remake is in the works at ATLUS. We've heard of that before. And that's Gematsu. Very reliable source in my opinion. Obviously, some of y'all may remember if you've been following my channel, but I reported on this years ago. In 2021, ATLUS sent a survey to their Japanese fans asking them a bunch of interesting questions. We talked about ATLUS surveys like very often here on the channel because there's interesting info. When you start looking back on the surveys, you find out that they were teasing stuff most of the time. And what's great about that survey specifically is they asked a question about what game from ATLUS would you like to see remade completely? And Japan voted, and the Japanese viewers had something to say. Number one was Persona 3. Did ATLUS choose to remake Persona 3 because of that? Maybe. Who knows? But it was number one on that survey 2 years ago. And that was a survey from 2021. And another thing that is interesting about 2021 is that this supposed leaked clip comes from a Sega Japan internal meeting that was held in 2021. See, there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke around that thing. So it's been interesting. And I'm not even done. There's another thing as well. There's this recent era user. And I know some of y'all are rolling your eyes right now. And I get it. I do. Take this one with a grain of salt, but I still wanted to put it out there. There's a recent era user called Lowly Low Lilo, and we talked about this user before. What's interesting is that they're kind of approved by the moderators of a thread on Reset Era, and this person leaked Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal coming to all modern platforms earlier last year. They did. And this person mentioned a Persona 3 remake to be in development at ATLUS a while back as well, before this clip popped up. So those are a lot of very interesting reasons. But I want to tackle the clip itself as well. If you have not seen the clip, watch my latest video on the channel. It's going to be linked in the description. That way you can get more information on the clip itself and also my instant reaction to watching it. Okay, so what happened with the clip? Let's say you missed my previous video, I'll do a short summary. What happened is there's a random Twitter user with, like, at the time 4 or 5 followers who replied to a Persona Central, which is a media outlet for Persona and ATLUS news on Twitter. They replied to one of their tweets saying, hey, what's this? And they just dropped the clip. It was a very quick montage of a Sonic Frontiers gameplay, Persona 3 remake footage, and some type of Jet Set Radio 3 port or remaster or remake, I'm not too sure. And they claim that this clip comes from an internal meeting, an internal Sega Japan meeting in 2021, and this was sent to them through DMs. So again, my bet is this is an account of someone that we potentially all know, like an insider, but they created a second account because they thought they would get striked or something. That's my bet, because why would this leaker send a clip through DM to a random Twitter user? Or maybe they're the leaker themselves, who knows? So there's a lot of reasons as well watching this clip why I think it's real. The first thing is this clip is not available on Twitter anymore. The Twitter user who dropped that clip has their account deleted now. And what's strange is we don't know what happened. We don't know if this user deleted their account themselves, or we don't know if this account was taken down by Sega because of copyright infringement. We don't know. My bet is they deleted their account themselves, because obviously I showed the clip here on the channel and there's no sign of copyright infringement by Sega or ATLUS. So I don't know. Maybe they got attacked because they're the one who put it out there and I'm just reporting news. I don't know, but it's interesting. The account does not exist anymore. Other than that, I mentioned it in my last video, but in the Sonic Frontiers clip, you can see the visuals are different, and I researched a little bit, and I have this person here who commented on my video explaining specifically what happened, but from my understanding, what happened is there's an enemy who didn't make it in the final game, and they are to be seen in this footage. But what's interesting is that this enemy is in an art book of Sonic Frontiers, so it was planned to be in Sonic Frontiers, but it did not make it in the final cut. And now we see it in action in this clip. Interesting stuff, for sure. Did a mistake when I recorded the last video, and there's something that I completely missed as well for this video is there is audio. And in the video I said there's no audio because there was an issue with my settings. So when I clicked play I couldn't hear anything. But there was an audio. There was audio, and you could hear what sounds like an orchestrated remix or a new track in the Persona 3 style. So a track that totally fits Persona 3. When you hear it, you're like, yeah, P3 vibes. You know how people always joke with whenever they hear something jazz, they do, oh, P5 vibes? That's kind of the same thing, but with P3 vibes when you listen to it. So interesting. It's a new track. It has never been heard before, and it sounds orchestrated as well. Interesting. More smoke, if you ask me. Other than that, a lot of people pointed it out. There's a bow in Yukari's hands, and that bow specifically, once again, that was pointed to me by a viewer of the channel, Patatas, what's interesting is the bow in their hands is the exact same bow as Rumoured in Persona 5 Royal. Same model for the bow. My bet is that this is a temporary asset that was used for this clip specifically. In game development, developers, they use temporary assets. So for now, let's put this bow from this other game that we have in the hands of the character, and once we redo the weapon that Yukari has, and then we'll switch it. So that's why the bow, I think, is a temporary asset. I'm just speculating here, but I think it makes sense. I really do. And finally, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a leaked image from Jet Set Radio, the game that we see in the clip, that leaked in summer of 2022 by an account on Twitter called Segabits. They spotted the picture, and is what you see in the gameplay. So basically, there's a ton of reason to believe that the clip is also real. Again, nothing is confirmed, but again, that is all the reasons that I could spot. And if you guys have other reasons to believe this is real, drop a comment. I'll be reading the comment section for this one for sure. If you have counter arguments to any of the things that I mentioned today, please drop them as well. If you can contain my expectations, that would be great for sure. I'm excited. I mean, a Persona 3 remake sounds great. I'm here for it, and I know I was against the Persona 3 remake before. I said we don't need it for a bunch of reasons, but again, I'm a Persona fan, so if it's a thing and it's real, I'll play it and I'll enjoy it for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, you guys. This is everything that we know so far about this Persona 3 rumored remake, re-release. I believe it. I do. Have a great day, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.